Let us give you all the details of what happened in Ondo state election. In the process of selecting their governor through APC primary election, let's tell you how lucky Aiyedatiwa won the election in Ondo state, and we are going to tell you because problem that is going on in Ondo state. We have a lot to tell you in this video. Please try to stick and watch the video to the end. As you are watching, try to click the subscription button, like, comment, and share the video around.
Yesterday, we were called to a meeting, though hurriedly, because of the love of the party. Our principal attended the stakeholders meeting. At that meeting, Senator Agege told us that this morning they are going to send election materials to all the 203 wards in Ondo State. We stay here in Ijapo. We got to this place around 6:30 a.m. this morning. We don't know when and where election material was sent out to Ondo South Senatorial District. That remains a mystery. That of Ondo North. We are not aware when those election materials were sent out of this place. See, some comfortable people who are at peck of the pecks of the party who rationalize it. But the truth of the matter is that there was no material sent out at that material point in time that we were told. Yesterday, we asked for the whereabouts of His Excellency Governor Ondo, and we were told that he will be coming in this morning. I think he came something around 9 a.m. and we waited there. Shortly after that, he came out and addressed us. He told us that only when he came, he informed us that election materials were sent out early this morning to Ondo South, when we've been here as early as 6:30 a.m. I don't know whether it is in the spirit. I don't know whether the WhatsApp it those people want to do. I wouldn't know. What we are saying is this: the irreducible minimum request that any party man could ask for his party is that due process should be followed. If we issue guidelines, electoral guidelines, that this and these are these processes, and based on the guidelines, we have moved around all the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. We have campaigned to the people, and only some few set of people to come, manipulate the entire process, and think that we will open our eyes and be looking at them. See, every day we toil to build this party. We spend our resources, no matter how little it may be. If we spend 10 million to build this party, if somebody at the lowest rung of the ladder spend 1,000 naira, that 1,000 may be the reason why your 10 million may be fruitful. So everybody matters in this party. So if they now say that we don't matter, and that some few clique of people can sit down in the cozy comfort of their room and write results, that would be too bad. We also have the right to protest and react. They should know that. So if primary election is to be held, they should consider that there are aspirants who have invested their faith, their belief in the party. They have moved around and give people the hope that if you choose me as your gubernatorial aspirant, and if I win the election, I'm going to do so and so. I think we should take it further from here. What could have given a set of electoral officers, they were, selected from the national office to come to Ondo State that be doing this? Maybe the national chairman should equally be called to order in this regard and say that, look, sir, your men that you sent to this place, they are not acting according to the guideline of the party. So what we are saying is that just follow the guideline you have released. We don't draw up these guidelines. They did.
Well, exactly what my colleague has just said. We were asked to be here with representatives from various wards to collect materials, voting materials, here this morning by 7 o'clock. I've been here since 7 o'clock, and we waited till 10 o'clock until the man came out, and what he did was to bless us, and he said materials have been distributed. He called somebody, and that one was saying that materials have been distributed to the south and the north. I'm from the Northern Senatorial District, specifically Ward 2, Ikomoka, Akoko, in Akoko Southwest. My people have been calling me, no material, no single material have been distributed to them. The leader of WA movement in my ward sent me a WhatsApp message reporting to me that no material. He didn't even cite anybody, talk less of materials, in Ward 2, Ikomoka, Akoko. So what we see playing out here is an agreement, an arrangement by Ondo and whoever he is working for to change the people of Ondo State and to reduce the capacity of our people to openly and legally exercise their right to choose their governor. Well, what they have to do is to remedy the situation by... There's nothing to cancel because you can only cancel what are taking place. We want to tell them that Ondo who came here failed, just like the way they failed in Edo State. Because this is another form of failure. When you are saddled with a responsibility, you ought to discharge that responsibility based on your oath of office and your oath of allegiance to the Nigerian state. Any act, and I repeat, any act or action that reduces the capacity for our people to openly and freely exercise their democratic rights is an anti-democratic practice. And the irony is that people like Ondo, they never participated in the struggle for democracy. Exactly. And what we are now, the remedy they should do now is to set another date. Remove Ondo from supervising this election because it has shown his that he's not credible, he's not honest, and he's not a man to be trusted. He's not a man of honor. To be... Absolutely. You cannot have a confidence in a man who was saddled with a responsibility and he failed woefully. This is the same man who was protecting another fugitive. So you can see that for even APC to bring Ondo to Ondo State is a law to APC itself. And our position is that no election has taken place, no material had left here, and we are saying that the leadership of the party should do the needful, send in another person, just like they did in Edo State, to come and conduct another, where people of Ondo State will freely exercise their franchise to pick their candidate. And we are sending a note of warning. We have been in this struggle. We fought for democracy. We fought for this democracy. If this party, and we have been struggling for it, if this party, if the leadership fail, if they fail, refuse or neglected to do the needful, then there is a way we will react, and we will react accordingly. If the result is announced, I do not believe that result will be announced, because you can only announce a result of an election that was conducted. If any result is announced, we are telling the leadership of the party, including Mr. President, who is the leader of the party, that there is no election. No election took place in Ondo State. No material was distributed to the people of Ondo State. Well, I can only speak for myself. It is I represent someone here. I represent Wale Akinteriwa, who is my boss, and we have been working for him. So it is now left for the aspirants to now take a decision of their position.
I'm right here at Bon Hotel, Royal Park Lane, Ijapo Estate, Akure. You will recall that yesterday at the stakeholders meeting held at St. Thomas Event Center, the secretary of that committee that came from Abuja, Senator Oviomagege, informed us that collection of voting materials, which include the register of voters, that is the that is the membership register, the result sheet, and all the materials required for the election, will be distributed to the electoral officers whose name he announced to us in each of the 203 wards of Ondo State, that they should come to Bond Hotel, collect their materials. Accreditation will start by 10 o'clock to be completed by 1 o'clock. Voting proper will start from 1 o'clock and ends 2 o'clock. Then announcement of result. As I am talking to you now, this is 10:30. At 10:30, we have waited here since 6:30, believing that our people will collect the materials. Unfortunately, at about 9:30 a.m., His Excellency the Governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Ondo, came out to tell us that materials have been distributed. At what time, in what places, we don't know. Unfortunately for him, the returning officer and the electoral officer of my ward, Mahin Ward 2, Ilaje local government, who are resident in Ibadan, I told them to come here today so that they can collect the materials for my ward. Now they are here. They have not been able to collect the materials, and he had the infantry to tell us, all the other aspirants, that materials have been collected and results have been announced at 10 o'clock when accreditation should ordinarily start. So we have asked the question, and he blushed us and he rushed out because he had no answer to our question. He had no answer. We are not people that are being spoon-fed by some godfathers. We have taught to our people, and they believe in us. What we are talking about is there should be a credible election that will allow our people to vote, and their vote should count. So we are asking the leadership of the party to look into this. If they are not ready for this election, let them postpone it so that the right thing should be done. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Smart Okason TV show. Keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop getting the latest information happening around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to keep the intellect flowing. Until next time, keep sharpening and be smart.